HOA sent me another letter. They told me to cease activity immediately. That's my second notice. What in the what? It's been raining. I was on vacation and I seized all the activity. But they literally pulled up yesterday and took a picture of my SUV and my son's car in my driveway. At this point, I'm feeling harassed, and I have every right to have friends or family over here in my neighborhood. So HOA is really ticking me off at this point. I sent what I said back in an email, CC'd my husband on it. Now I'm gonna enjoy my pool today with some friends. I'm gonna enjoy my pool with some friends today. They're not gonna stop me from enjoying my pool. Like, at least have factual evidence that I am renting it out. But at this point, it's getting a little too ridiculous. I just thought I'd share that, because apparently somebody is watching so close.
So yesterday, a member of the HOA in my new neighborhood came to my house. Sometimes I like to just sit outside, and yesterday I was sitting right here on Fred's tailgate, just sitting out here on my phone. A lady walked right up my driveway. I didn't even notice, honestly, and then she welcomed me to the neighborhood. It was nice. Next thing she told me was that she was a part of the HOA, and she asked about my trailer. If you did not hear, in the first 24 hours that I lived here, I had a couch delivered here on a trailer. I had to bring the trailer back, and it was sitting here for 24 hours, and within those 24 hours, I got an email from the HOA saying I'm gonna get fined if it stays there. I know on the internet I've made it seem like I'm going to be rude to the HOA and leave my trailer there and not hand over footage when my neighbors get robbed, etc. But obviously, I was nice, I apologized, I told her the situation, and she said that the HOA used to be so bad here, and now it's a lot more lenient. So I am terrified for the people that lived here before. And then the next thing she asked me about was this. She says every time I drive in the neighborhood that her and her friends are wondering what this is on the back of my car. I said, oh, it's just a camera mount. For some reason, I don't know why, but I told her that I worked for Google Earth, and it has a 360-degree camera on the back. She thought that was cool. Couldn't tell you why I said it, but if you do come across this video, kind lady, promise I won't bring the trailer back. And no, I don't work for Google Earth. I did lie.
Listen to me. If you plan on ever buying a home, do not, I repeat, do not ever get a home with an HOA. I am currently getting sued by my HOA. If you don't know what an HOA is, it's a homeowners association. So when you buy a home, like in a community or whatever, they're the people who like take care of things within the neighborhood. If there's amenities, trash sometimes, lawn services and like that type of thing. I first purchased my home like 5 years ago now. When I first got my home, my HOA started at $200, which was, that's about average. It made sense. My community is very it's real basic, okay? There's no gym, there's no security, there's no gate. They do have a pool, but it's like a community pool. It's not one of those cute, nice pools. It's very I don't even want to swim in it. I have not swam in the pool since I've been there. It's rough, okay? Since then, my HOA rate has gone up to $450 per month. Nothing has changed since the $200 per month. It's just gone up. Apparently, they're just allowed to do that with no rhyme or reason. Inflation, aliens, they can say whatever they want, but the price can just go up and you really have no say. Earlier this year, my HOA decided that they need to waterproof the crawl space under the units. This cost us homeowners an additional $500 per month for 7 months. So the $450 plus $500 plus my mortgage. That's 2 mortgages. So all of a sudden my HOA is now $950 per month. I have all my stuff on auto pay because I ain't trying to remember where my money gotta go. I'm gonna forget. So when the rate changed, my auto pay just stayed, what I had it set at. So I missed the first couple payments. Then I peeped what was going on and I reached out to my HOA yo, I ain't got $950 per month just for my HOA. I ain't got it. I don't have it. And that's crazy. So what do they decide to do? They decide to hire lawyers to basically force me to give them money I don't have. On top of the $950, which I think over the course of like 7 months had totaled up to like $3,500 total. So now on top of that, they're now also charging me for their lawyer fees for the lawyers they hired to sue me. Make it make sense. How, where, in what world does that make sense? Now I owe my HOA $10,000 and I'm just like, hello? I'm trying to negotiate with these people like, yo, I don't have that. Can we just settle for like the actual amount of like the fucking crawl space or whatever? Like I'll figure out that money and just and they're like, no, you need to pay our lawyer fees too. Okay, well, I ain't got, like, I literally don't have it. What you want me to do? I live in Atlanta, so I don't know if it's different in other states, but here, baby, in Atlanta, they got free reign. They could just out of nowhere raise your HOA to $950 per month. That's literally another mortgage. Why would you do that? What is the reason? If any of y'all been through something like this or have some advice, maybe know something that I don't know, hey, help me out, okay? Help me out, because they about to lock me up. I don't know what happens when you get sued and you just don't have the money. I don't know what happens. I don't know if I go to jail. I don't know. If anybody else is going through this, has gone through this, let me know. And for everybody else who has not gone through this, if you can avoid it, don't get a house with an HOA, okay?
So my husband checks the mail and he gets a letter in the mail and we read it and it's from our homeowners association. I know, I don't want to hear it about HOAs, but it's our first official notice of violation. So I'm like, okay, and I read on and it's about our trash containers, right? And it says that they've been left out from the 28th, which is the Monday that the trash goes out, and it was noted on the 30th that they were still there. So I'm like, that doesn't make sense because we literally take our trash in the same day, if not the very next day. Certainly we don't wait 3 days. So they go and send us a picture proving it, and because I am the way I am, you know, I have to disprove their false bullshit. So these are both my neighbors' trash cans, and I drew our property line proving that these trash cans are in front of our neighbor's side, not our side. And of course, I write a note saying this photo even shows both of our neighbors' trash cans in front of their property. If a violation notice is going to be sent out, then the person observing said violation needs to be more diligent. We both have 2 blue bins and we have 2 black bins. Please see our attached photos of our surveillance camera proving our statement. Our 6-year-old brain-injured son just recently passed away. On top of grieving the loss of our son, we have been harassed by in-laws. The last thing we need is also to be harassed by our HOA with false reports. And I am attaching our surveillance footage. So November 28th of 2022, here you will see at 9:38 in the morning, our trash cans, you can't see, are not there. Those are our neighbors. And then here you see at 9:39, my husband bringing out our trash cans. Same day, the 28th, here you will observe at 1:21, you see all of our trash cans. And then here we go at 1:23, boom, my husband brought in our trash cans, same day. So yes, I will be mailing these pictures along with their picture back in my little note that I wrote to their office, letting them know that if they're going to make a violation, they better be right and making it to the right person, because I'm not the one to be fucked with. So yeah, that's that. That's how my Monday is going. I'm going to the post office now to send that off.
If you needed a reason to not buy a house in an HOA, let me tell you what mine's doing to me right now. So about 3 days ago, they sent me a letter in the mail with one page that was full of pictures of my house. I've covered up most of my house, but as you can see here, it's this one and there's 2 oil stains in my driveway. Now, in that letter, they told me I have until today to get those oil stains removed from my driveway before they find me in violation of my HOA regulations, which wouldn't be so bad, except for the fact that Those oil stains have been there for 7 years since I bought this house. Those oil stains are not coming out. I have tried everything to get them out. I have pressure washed them numerous times. I've paid people to pressure wash them. I have bought acid and dumped acid on it. Like, I have literally done everything. If those oil stains were going to come out, they would have come out by now. And my HOA has literally said absolutely nothing about those oil stains until just now. And so what this means for me now is that tomorrow, when they do their little drive-by audit in our subdivision, when they see that those oil stains are still in my driveway, they get to now charge me an HOA violation fee every single day until I can get the oil stains removed, which isn't going to happen. So now, on top of my normal mortgage and my normal HOA fees that I already have to pay, I'm going to have to pay an additional daily fee for oil stains that have been in my driveway, the driveway that I own, on the property that I own, for 7 years.
Not sure if you guys heard this HOA drama in Florida. It is crazy. I don't even know. I live in Florida. I do not live in an HOA community, and my neighborhood is just fine. My recommendation is, if you're coming to Florida, do not buy in an HOA and do not buy a condo. I'm telling you from experience. But getting back to the subject at hand, this HOA person decided it was a good idea to go pick up political signs from people's lawns. Well, someone had a Harris sign on their lawn, and they booby-trapped it because, of course, people just stealing signs like it's nobody's business here. Who cares what you have on your front lawn? But the HOA person came over, pulled the sign, and lost a foot. It is not funny, but around and find out, right? What are your thoughts on this? Let me know. Again, if you come to Florida, don't buy in an HOA. You got a lot of people that think they run the whole place and can tell you what you can do with your house, which that's what an HOA is. And don't buy a condo, because they're always assessing fees on condos. Believe me, I know. I've had both.